All right, let's get back into it. So here I'm at South Carolina getting ready to set up for my class this weekend. So I had a couple of minutes waiting on Todd to finish some stuff over here. He's got some work going on while after he picked me up from the airport. So I figured I'd jump in on this video because it's been kind of irritating me a little bit. And actually this one's for you ladies. So hopefully this one helps you ladies enjoy our sport a little bit more, because I'm going to get it out to the guys that hopefully that are kind of the issue. Gentlemen, guys, boys, leave these ladies alone. Let the ladies that come to this sport enjoy the sport. Stop trying to tell them how to shoot. Stop trying to show them your way. That's the best way. Which, by the way, most of you who teach these ladies, you shouldn't be teaching the ladies. You're not very good either. I've seen this happen. So, the reason I bring this up is because it's been happening for the last 3 or 4 matches I've been to. And it's pretty wild to stand back and kind of watch, especially somebody who coaches for a living, who coaches actually quite a few women. It's pretty wild to watch, just to kind of stand back and watch the woman's response and how she takes it. And I'm going to tell you guys, I promise you this, that 99% of the advice that you give, the women immediately just cringe and walk away from it. And it's not the information always, it's the way you guys hammer them over the head with it, and the way you say it to the ladies. I hate to say this, but ladies aren't the same. These girls aren't the same as us. We don't talk the same. We don't think the same. We don't process information the same. And there's a reason for that, because we're different. And I'm going to tell you, the women that I coach are the best students. And I'm sorry, guys, there's nothing that you can really do about this unless you think like they do. But they're way more analytical. They think about the details way, 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 way more, which is where most of the improvement happens in this sport. They are very smart, which, not to call guys dumb, but they are very smart 99% of the time. Almost every woman I've come in, and if I've given it to them a certain way, they're like, I got it. I understand that. So they're very analytical about how the sport works. That's why if you ever watch most women that pick up a gun in general, it doesn't take them very long to figure it out. It's more of a fear issue, which most shooters have fear when they first start. But the women especially have more of a fear because it's a gun going off in your hand. It's not something that, guys are way more adventurous and dangerous things like that. So when you watch a woman and as they progress through their shooting career, it's pretty wild to think like, wow, that was fast. Like within 2 months, she's crushing it. So again, the issue isn't that they can't understand it, it's that you hammer them over the head with it and you push them into things that they're probably not even ready for or comfortable with. One thing about most women I've seen that come to our sport, they don't come with someone else. They come by themselves. If they come with someone else, it's not their significant other, it's not their husband, it's not their boyfriend. They're coming to the sport because they like sports. They do athletic things. They're CrossFit people. And then you put a gun in their hand, so it's not going to be that hard for them to figure it out. The issue is when you give them information and you also give them too much information by too many people. So the last situation I just watched, there was a woman that came up to me with a friend who brought her to me. She was on our squad. I have watched this girl shoot probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 local matches, and it's been a while because I don't always get to go to all of them. And she's progressed every time, but there's still some things that she hasn't gotten better at. It's because no one said anything to her, or when somebody says something to her, someone comes right behind her and counter coaches what the other guy just said. So that's another issue that women have or I guess new shooters in general, but this was for the ladies, is you guys got to understand that if you have 6 people telling her what to do, that all 6 of those answers aren't going to work. Because she's trying 6 different answers. Someone tells her to hold a gun like this, and then tell her to hold a gun like that, and holds a gun like this. That's 5 or 6 different grips that she hasn't even perfected the first one. So you have to understand that's why you come up and ask the ladies. You wouldn't just grab the lady by the arm and say, hey, you're coming on a date with me. So don't do that at the match. Come up to these wonderful ladies that actually make our sport so much more diverse, which is amazing to have the ladies come out to the matches. Look at her and go, hey, do you mind if I give you a tip on your grip? Like I noticed you kind of had some hits there or whatever. You don't, just be polite and ask her if she wants your advice. I guarantee you most of the time they'll say yes, right? Even if they blow you off, most of the ladies are super nice in this sport. But ask them if they want that advice. Don't just go up there and hammer them with the advice. Last thing. Don't hold the ladies' hands while they're shooting a stage. Let the girls shoot. Let them make their own mistakes. If they DQ, they DQ. The more you talk to them while they're shooting is the less they're focused on the safety, the grip, the sights, the trigger, the shooting, the stage planning, all of those different things. So don't robot the ladies. Hell, you shouldn't robot anybody. Make sure that you focus on giving them good information, but only if they want that information. Guys, we got to do better. And bringing up the count of the ladies into our sport. I think a lot of guys would be upset if we get a lot more girls because they'd probably lose more. All right, guys, if you have any questions, hit me up in those comments, and I'll see you on the range.